Who that?
Hey yeah, hey, what's going on? It's your girl Benji here, welcoming you all to Beats and Beauty with Benji, a channel where beauty goes far beyond just being skin deep. This week's look is the look that I wore to church this previous Sunday that I am really feeling. I call this look the Berry Sherbet Sundae. Sunday being my favorite day of the week, hey, why not name my sleigh after it? This week's look is featuring two palettes from the crayon case, the box of crayons and the matte book. Also featuring in this week's look is the Bobbi bust Sasha lace front wig in the color number 2 dark brown. If you would like to see how I've achieved this look, stay tuned and keep on watching. Using a spoolie on the back of my brow pencil, I'm using it to brush my brow hairs in an upward position. Using Kiss Professional Top Brow Pencil in dark brown, I'm going to start at my inner tear duct and outline my brows at the top and the bottom following its natural shape. Filling in my brows, I start at the end, which is the darkest part of my brows. Progressing to the front, I start lightening up my strokes to give it an ombre effect so it's not harsh in the front. Go back in with the spoolie brush and blend to make your eyebrows look very natural. Using Makeup Revolution Concealer in Define in C11 is what I'm using to clean up the bottom of my brows. I'm still following its natural shape, using the concealer, applying it, but also dragging it down so it doesn't dry and clump up at the brow. I start in the middle of my nose to give me a guideline as to where I should go when I start the next brow. Both of my eyes on the bottom are now done, and I'm using a blending concealer brush by e.l.f. to lightly tap and blend out the excess concealer. This beauty tip is beneficial for someone who have yet to master blending. Still following your natural shape to clean up your top brows. Instead of using a lighter concealer, you would use a darker concealer, preferably a shade of your skin color or even your foundation. Also, this brush I'm using is a detailer brush from Real Technique. Using that e.l.f. concealer blending brush, you're going to blend out the concealer on the top of your brows. As you can see, it's very little work since I use my foundation. Using that same detailer brush, adding no more product, is what I'm using to fade out the front of my brows to give it a very natural look, more of an ombre effect. And yes, I was playing the jams. As a base, I'm using another Makeup Revolution concealer. This color is C8. I use a lighter color because I want my colors to pop. I'm priming my eyelids with that, and I'm going to take a Real Technique concealer blending brush to brush out lightly, tap out the harsh lines so that it becomes even and a smooth canvas to work on. Using black opal loose setting powder in the color Invisible is what I'm using to set the base, set my concealer, so that my eyeshadows don't start creasing or they don't look cracked on the course of the day, that they stay in place. These eyes is ready to receive this shadow. Using this pencil style-like brush from Morphe, I'm applying this berry pink color from the matte book into my crease. As you can see, I started very little. You never want to start with a lot. You can add, but you can't take away. I'm applying more of that color to build up and to intensify my crease to my liking. Using windshield wiper motions, I'm blending that crease out. Using a blending brush from Morphe, I'm picking up that yellow color in the Box of Crayons palette. Starting where I stopped with the berry pink, I'm stacking that yellow on top of it, blending it upwards towards the brow, but not getting it on the brow bone. Using circular motions and windshield wipers, I am blending that yellow in. Sometimes you have to go back into your previous color just so that it does not get lost, which is what I did. Using a small e.l.f. crease brush, I'm now back in the matte palette, picking up this orange color, which I am going to use as my transition color to merge the pink and the yellow together. Using windshield wiper motions and circular motions, I'm going to blend, 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 blend. Yes, I literally blend for about a minute and a half. You want to blend so you can't see where each color stops and starts. Now that I have blended and merged these colors in, I'm going to take that very pink and focus it on the outer V of my eye. Then I'm going to go into this purple color, which is also in that matte book, just to deepen up the outer V. You also want to blend it to make sure that it is also seamless. Oh, it's time to cut this crease. This is a nobody move, nobody get hurt moment. Again, using Makeup Revolution's concealer in C8 and this Real Technique detailer brush is what I'm using to cut my crease. I'm not going to do a full cut crease, I'm just going to do a half cut crease. When doing a cut crease, I suggest that you take all the time you need. Your cut crease needs to match on both sides. The lines need to be precise and very sharp and detailed. Here, both of my creases have been cut and I'm just going back in to define the line. Going back into that berry pink, I'm just going to apply a little more to the outer V of my eye and I'm going to drag it inward on top of that concealer. Using a small packing brush from Morphe, I'm picking up this white shimmer color from the Box Crayons palette and I'm applying it to my lid starting at my tear duct. Using that same small packing brush, I'm picking up that orange from the matte book once again and I'm applying it to that empty space which was between the berry pink and the white. Using swiping motions, I'm blending out the edges of each color, merging them into each other. And it's wing time. I'm using e.l.f. Intense Ink Pen Liquid Liner to create this wing. This technique is very helpful for those who have yet to master the wing line. Stretch your skin back so that you can see your lash line better. Start at the tear duct of your eye and start applying the liquid liner. Still holding your eye stretch, you want to go to the bottom and create a line straight upwards so that you can connect the two by going backwards with your pen towards the line you already created. If that makes any sense to you. Go over your lash line, filling in any spots that you may have missed while creating your wing. And there you have your wing. Apply your mascara before applying your falsies. I use Sassy eyelash glue, which is a waterproof eyelash glue, to adhere my lashes to my lash line. I hold my mirror downward so that I can see my lash line better. Then I apply my lashes starting from the middle so that I am able to move it around and adjust it if it's not where I want it to be. Now let's get into this face. I'm using NYX's Can't Stop Won't Stop Matte Primer to prime my T-zone where I get very oily at. The foundation I'm using is a Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation in the color 4.40. I'm applying it with my favorite Real Technique Instapop face brush. This brush right here is life, y'all. You want to apply the foundation evenly, spreading it out all over your face, and serve that neck too, ladies. Before I apply any more creams to my face, I'm going to set this foundation with Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder in the color Dark Cafe using a powdered brush. Using Makeup Revolution Concealer once again in C11, I'm going to apply it to the areas that I want to highlight in my face. This is also the time where there are any imperfections near your brows or the corner of your eyes that you can use a concealer to clean it up. Using this Eco Tool Beauty Blender, I'm going to blend out all of those concealed areas. As you see, Assist will definitely blend forever and ever. And it's time to set. Using Black Opal's loose setting powder in the color Invincible, I'm going to be applying that to all the areas that I highlighted. And it's time to contour. Using Black Opal's foundation stick in Ebony, I'm going to be applying these areas that I want to slim down, which is my nose, the sides, my cheek, underneath, and I'm going to blend that out. This is where you have to trust the process, y'all. I'm actually still baking with that powder because I'm very oily. For oily girls, you can bake. For those who are not oily, I do not recommend that you bake. Just press the powder in and keep on going. Yeah, I know it look crazy, but you just have to trust the process. Using Black Radiance Contour Kit in medium to dark, I'm setting all those areas that I contour. You always want to set your creams with a powder so that they don't start creasing throughout the day. Y'all gonna see me work on this nose literally because I love a snatch nose. I'm I'm going in with a smaller brush so I can blend out my nose contour a little better, and also get it under my brow so that it's proper and it's not just sitting there looking like a bunch of powder. And because I like a nice chisel look, I'm going to take the loose powder and I'm going to cut this contour. I want to make that line very sharp, make it very defined. I'm going to also go back in and cut my nose contour. To my waterline, I'm going to be applying LA Girl's Waterproof Gel Liner in black. This is one of my favorite liners, y'all. And I'm using that beauty blender to pull my eye down so that I don't get fingerprints inside of this setting powder. I'm taking that pencil brush once again, going into that berry pink in the matte book palette, applying it to my lower lash line. This is where it all comes together. This is just cold water that I'm spraying on my face right now. Using that Eco Tool Beauty Blender, I am about to blend this face. And when I say blend, I mean blend till my arm gets tired. If you feel that your face is getting dry, you can spray some more water so you can blend some more. Using Ruby Kiss's Dare and Dare Blush Quad, I'm going to apply all those colors on my face. I have definitely grown to love blush over the years, and I cannot do a look without it. But do you see how that face is blended? Yep, that's right, y'all. It's highlighter time. Using Fenty's Hustla Baby highlighter, I'm going to be applying it to the apples of my cheek, to my cupid's bow, to my chin, to my forehead, very lightly and very little, to the tip of my nose, to the bridge of my nose, and also on my brow bone. Just to diffuse it a little, I'm going to blend it in with the foundation brush. Let's get into these lips. I'm using Nickak's lip liner in the color dark brown to line my lips out. I'm also going to use a blending brush just to blend out the harshness. Now let's get into this here pink Lorac lipstick called Sex Kitten. I love this lipstick. I'm applying it to the center of my lips and I'm going to use that blending brush to blend it out. You want to blend your lips top and bottom. I'm going to take a gloss from Nickak. It's a diamond gloss collection called Fair, and I'm going to apply it on top of the lipstick and the liner and blend that out as well. And it's time to set this entire look. I'm using CoverGirl's Look Lock In Setting Spray to set this whole entire look so that I can enjoy it all day. And here's the final look, y'all. I've installed my Bobbi Boss Sasha lace front wig in the color number 2 dark brown. This sleigh has been slain and I am ready to go. Once again, it's your girl Benji signing off. I want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in on tonight to watch this berry sherbet Sunday sleigh. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you haven't subscribed, go on and subscribe. Click that bell for post notifications and give this video a thumbs up.